The garbage is driving the truck. And then this lunatic decides to stay in the garbage costume for the whole duration of his speech in 2024. I think it would be the Republican nominee for president dancing to the song YMCA in a garbage man costume.
Be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it. She's the vice president, but I assume she's acting as the president. She should never have let that happen.
Joy. The not-so-great pumpkin got a head start on Halloween.
Picture this. It's a sunny day in Florida, and suddenly, a bright orange figure emerges from a garbage truck. No, it's not a radioactive Oompa Loompa. It's Donald Trump. Our favorite late-night comedian, Jimmy Kimmel, couldn't resist taking out the trash on this one. But here's where it gets really stinky. While Trump's playing dress-up, real sanitation workers are out there doing the dirty work. We're about to dive deep into this dumpster dive of a publicity stunt. Trust me, you'll want to see how this trashy tale unfolds.
He even rode around in a garbage truck. He got a garbage truck and put his name on it because he is a ridiculous person.
As a result, Donnie Diapers made the decision to dress up as a garbage man. Next up, cosplay in orange jumpsuits. I suppose you start looking to the bottom of the dumpster when you're out of ideas for engaging voters. Imagine this. Trump arrived in town aboard a garbage truck that was emblazoned with his name. Very subtle, my friend. He seems concerned that if his name isn't on everything he touches, we could forget who he is. But there's still more.
And of course, the reason Trump is a cosplay garbage man this week is to try to distract us from the backlash he's getting from the Puerto Rican community. Struggling to get into that truck in this iconic moment. I got greasy fingers, I found some fried chicken in the back.
Without looking like a child attempting to climb Mount Everest, our favorite reality TV personality was unable to even get into the truck. He was heaving and puffing as he attempted to get himself into the driver's seat, the alleged epitome of manhood. It was funny, but also depressing, like watching a penguin attempt to fly. I suppose those bone spurs are acting up again, but you'd think a guy who says he's in perfect health could do a basic step up.
Yeah, he did manage to get his load into the cabin of the cab, but from which he decided it would be a good idea to hold a press conference.
Take a look at that. This may go down as an iconic, epic moment that we will remember for a long time.
You may be wondering why Trump believed this stunt would be successful. It appears that our grumpy Trumpies group of yes men gave him some terrible counsel. They may have said, "Boss, nothing says man of the people like pretending to do a job you've never respected in your life."
The garbage is driving the truck. And then this lunatic decides to stay in the garbage costume for the whole duration of his speech.
For there is nothing that says, "I understand the working class," more than a billionaire pretending to operate heavy machinery. The worst part is that if you put the king of bankruptcies behind the wheel of a garbage truck, what could possibly go wrong, aside from everything that is? Giving a youngster the keys to a candy store is analogous to that. Tears, tantrums, and a huge mess that someone else has to clean up are inevitable outcomes. And surprise, surprise, Trump proved to be as good at driving a garbage truck as he was at being president. In other words, complete garbage. He most likely believed that the brake was for putting an end to those annoying investigations and the gas pedal was for tweeting. He was probably searching the entire time for the fake news disposal shoot.
Yesterday, he showed up for a rally dressed as a garbage man. Which I do have to say, the vest really brings out the color of his mouth in 2024. I think it would be the Republican nominee for president dancing to the song YMCA in a garbage man costume.
But people, let's be honest, Trump is only eligible to receive indictments and bans from Twitter. Real garbage men, at least, don't make messes. They clean things up. In relation to that, let's contrast our orange turd with the true waste management heroes. Let's now discuss the distinction between Trump, the walking dumpster fire, and actual garbage men. Ever ponder what may occur if he had to perform their duties for a single day? That wouldn't be pretty, spoiler alert. Let's start by dissecting the real requirements for becoming a garbage collector. These people do more than spend their days driving about in trucks and drinking coffee. They work early in the morning, moving bulky trash cans, removing offensive odors, and maintaining the cleanliness of our streets. It's a demanding job that calls for endurance, strength, and a strong stomach.
Dumber Trump gets, the deeper Sean digs to spin stupid into smart.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it. She's the vice president, but I assume she's acting as the president. She should never have let that happen.
Trump, our orange pal, is busy messing up everything in the meantime. Donnie Diapers is breaking wind on national television, while actual sanitation workers are working extremely hard to keep our cities clean. What about air pollution of a different kind? Shall we compare the physical demands? Every day, the typical garbage collector lifts thousands of pounds. The mere act of putting a glass of water to his mouth, however, exhausts Trump.
That vest will come in handy when he's on the side of the highway picking up trash with the other inmates. What is going on here? ¿Qué está pasando aquí? I mean, what do you think he means by they're too warm?
Pressing his phone's tweet button is his idea of hard lifting, not to mention his escapades with the golf cart, driving from hole to hole, likely leaving a trail of hamburger wrappers in his wake, is the only exercise he receives. You would think that Trump would at least respect these hardworking Americans, wouldn't you? False. Our grouchy Trumpy has a long history of demeaning the working class and stiffing contractors. He has as little understanding of blue-collar workers as a cat does of quantum theory. What would happen then if Trump were required to work as a real garbage man for a single day? It would probably go like this. He would arrive late, protest that the uniform wasn't gold-plated, and insist on a solid gold garbage truck.
A 4-year-old who wants to wear his costume to school. And I have to say, if there is a single image that we will look back on and say this defines what America was going through. Joy. The not-so-great pumpkin got a head start on Halloween.
He would be tweeting about how unjust everything is and wailing for his mother before midday. To avoid picking up any real food waste, he would likely attempt to designate ketchup as a vegetable. Ultimately, it appears that Trump is only eligible to receive Twitter bans. He's already got a really impressive collection. Folks, here's the real deal. The truck doesn't contain the actual rubbish here. He believed that pretending to be a sanitation worker would somehow help us forget about all the trash he has thrown over the years.
Kamala's campaign has been reduced. This desperate, pathetic stream of hoaxes and lies is very simple.
Who is the true victor of this epic battle between Trump and actual trash men? At least garbage men don't create messes. Let's face it, they clean things up. These diligent people have a lot to teach our orange companion. Why not give the sanitation worker a thank you for their services the next time you see them? Also, if you're feeling sly, you may inquire whether there's space in the truck for one more garbage bag. They would definitely enjoy that. People, keep in mind that it's time to take out the trash when 2024 arrives. I'm not referring about the moldy leftovers in your kitchen trash can either. Voting out the biggest piece of shit we've seen in American politics is what I mean. Let's tidy up this mess and restore America's aroma.